What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Prodigy, bringing you guys today a ranked game of League of Legends, and to be honest with you, this is my very first ranked game. I was going to post my very first ranked game regardless of how it did, but I'm glad it is this one. So, you're probably going to see a lot of ranked games from me due to the fact that I'm probably not going to play too many back-to-back-to-back. I am one to be very OCD about win-loss ratios, so I already know when that first loss comes, it's going to be very hard on me. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's just a game. Just go out there, play, have fun. Fuck that. I play to win. So, the reason I'm actually doing this commentary at this particular moment in time is because I got into a ranked queue. I was feeling good. I was feeling hyped. I was like, let's go. Going to be 2-0 right here. Going to be 2-0. Spoiler alert. Oh, I should probably, I should probably do this. Shit, now I gotta do this. This fucking thing here is really weird. I was like, alright, gonna be 2-0. I was feeling good. Let's get all hyped. Do some jump ropes and shit like that. And we got into the band section of the queue. And the guy was like, hey, I want to be mid. I was like, alright, whatever, I'm jungle. And jungle comes in, and I was like, okay, cool, pick jungle. Nobody's ever going to ban Skarner. I've never seen anybody even play Skarner. I've never seen anybody ban Skarner, and I don't know why, because he's fan-fucking-tastic. He really is. And I have a story about him coming up later. But we get into the bans and everything like that. I'm not the one who's picking bans. It does it randomly. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I want Shaco banned. I want Alistar banned. Those are the bans that I named. And the guy was like, all right. And he's like, who else? I was like, well, I don't care. I got everybody that I want to banned. And then somebody said, oh, ban Diana. And the guy was like, no, don't ban Diana. I was going to ban mid Diana, whatever. And it came down the wire. We couldn't figure out anybody else to ban. So he banned Diana. And the guy was like, what the fuck, man? I told you not to ban Diana. Now I'm just going to purposely feed them and everything like that. And I didn't know if he was kidding or if he was legitimately going to play or anything like that, because I don't know. He said he was going to start feeding, and I'm not going to lose a game legitimately due to somebody intentionally giving the other team kills and feeding them intentionally. I wasn't going to do that. And I was really debating whether or not to leave that lobby right then and there, and I finally decided to. I was just like, no, fuck this. I'm not even going to take the chance. I'm done. And now, I didn't realize this because I wasn't ever allowed to play ranked before, but if you leave a normal, draft pick or something like that, it's a 5-minute wait time. I was like, I can wait 5 minutes, make some dinner, do some shit like that. No, you mess up on fucking ranked, you leave in the middle of ranked, it's a 30-minute wait time. I was like, damn! So, I was like, alright, that's whatever. And, I don't really care about that. So, I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to do a commentary over my first ranked game. Tell everybody what my feelings and thoughts were about how I played. And so that's what I'm going to do, to kill the time of my 30-minute wait time. So, woohoo! But anyways, I'm playing Skarner. I'm jungling Skarner. And a lot of my ranked games that I'm going to be playing, I'm probably going to be playing a lot in the jungle due to the fact that it is where I am most comfortable. I'm most comfortable with the ganks. I'm most comfortable with just messing around my own jungle, maybe counter jungling a little bit, jumping up in there. And you're going to see a great counter jungle coming up here in a few minutes. So, like I said, the interesting story about Skarner coming up with is the fact that this game right here is the second time I've ever played Skarner, which kind of astounded me. I was just like, what? I didn't think he was actually that good. I didn't think he was actually that powerful. I actually saw, I believe it was Team Solo Mid, the odd one, play Skarner, and I was like, oh, he looks pretty cool. And basically what really made me want me to buy him was his ultimate, where you can stick your tail through somebody's chest and drag him across the map. And it just made me think of the Mortal Kombat. I was just like, get over here, drag him under turret, and then they're fucked. So that's really what made me want to play him, and I honestly did not think that he was that good. Now, when I buy a new champion that I want to play, I do a lot of research on him. I'm not just going to randomly jump into a game and try and learn how to play him myself. I'm going to be able to watch some YouTube videos on him, watch some, I don't know, read up on guides. I know I'm going to have to deviate a lot from the guides depending on how the game scenario is going. Build either more defense, build more tanky, or build more offensive, armor penetration and shit like that. I know that is a that is a must. You can't just strictly stick to the guide when you're playing, especially in ranked, because there's going to be so many scenarios. But found a guide, and I was reading up on it, and it was done by the odd one. So I was just reading up on that, and I decided, hey, I'll jump into a game. First game I played, I get into, I was jungling in just random regular draft, and went 8-2-2, and I was like, you know what, this is cool. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna balls up, I'm gonna play ranked, first game ranked, I'm gonna do it, everything like that. And of course, I was gonna jungle Shyvana due to the fact that that's who I was most comfortable with. And Shyvana came in and everything like that, and I was really about to pick her. Then I was like, you know what, 8-2-2 with Skarner in the first game. I know the competition's to be much more higher. I'll jungle Skarner just to see how I do. So it was a really ballsy play, but I had confidence in, because of all the material I watched, because of all the guides I read, because of all the forum posts I saw, and everything like that. I really felt like I was able to play Skarner at a more competitive level. So I went for it, and I'm really glad that I did, because honestly, this guy might actually surpass Shyvana as my favorite jungler. And back to the story about how somebody was like, oh, I'm not going to even play this due to the fact that my champion was banned. I mean, come on, guys, that's bullshit. Learn how to play multiple positions with multiple champions, especially if you're going to be able to get in ranked. If you get into ranked and somebody calls jungle, top, mid, solo, bottom, support, not solo bottom, but AD carry bottom, support before you, be able to know how to play other positions. Now, they might not be your strongest positions, but that guy who called it might actually be an expert at that position. It might actually be better than you. Like, you might be an average AD carry, but he's a superb AD carry and can actually carry your team to victory. So be careful for that, and that will definitely be able to help your team out. So you don't have to get into a big heated argument in the middle of fucking whatever you want to call it, in the middle of the lobby, to where your teammate's going to hate you and not fucking, I'm like stuttering a lot, like not be able to help you if you need help. They'll be like, no, you don't want me to play this champion, I'm not going to help you, therefore I'm going to be a douchebag. Because believe it or not, people do that. I don't know why anybody would think they wouldn't, but people do that. It is quite amazing. But anyways, let's get into the gameplay here a little bit like that. What I think I'm going to start doing is, I noticed that in the bottom there's like a times button. I might just preview the game beforehand before I start recording, and then while I'm just jungling and everything like that, while there's nothing actually while there's nothing actually happening, I can just fast forward or speed it up and everything like that. So here I come in for a gank on bottom. I know that Lee Sin came down to gank for them. We go in, Lee Sin gets killed by Xerath. I focus Diana and get a good kill on her for a successful, I think a 2-1 gank attempt. Here, their AD carry Sivir and their AP mid Ahri come down. Xerath gets away. I'm pretty confident what's going to happen here. I get one kill there, and then basically 2 kills down there. So I racked up a pretty quick 3-kill bottom gank to a defensive counter gank there. So that was definitely very good. And without my team, I would probably not have been able to do that. They had distraction on Xerath while I had it. I was able to focus Diana and Sivir and Ahri. So it was good. I mean, that ended up being like, a 5 or a 4-1, 4-2 trade-off. So I was actually very pleased with that. Especially, I was extremely pleased. I picked up 3 kills, Well, I ain't even mad, bro. So now back to the laning phase. And talking to Xerath, who's my mid, I was like, hey man, you want blue? He's like, yeah. I was like, alright, come get it, because that's who I am. I like to give my mid blue, give him that extra push over give him an extra push over his mid, to hopefully be able to push that lane a little bit harder. Now, as you can tell, if you're looking down at the bottom right of the screen, Alistar warded their blue. Now, I'm all about taking their blue, shut down Lee Sin as much as possible, because as you can tell, I'm level 7 as opposed to his level 5. I've definitely got a good level advantage over him. And if we come up and look at the CS, his CS is 32 to mine 39. So I'm out farming him. I got more kills. I definitely got more gold. I've only been back once, I believe. And I'm probably got a lot better change in the pocket. Let's see if I can do this without messing up the camera. Yeah, I'm pulling at 1900 in the pocket to his 600. So right here, this is fan-fucking-tastic. I see they're doing it. I know they're doing it. We got it warded and everything like that. I said, oh, give me your blue, son. You ain't got no nipples. That was probably really, that's why I like to save my smite for moments like that. I mean, especially early in the game, you're going to have to use it to basically be able to survive, unless you're Warwick. I've actually been able to clear my jungle the very first time without smite being Warwick, so I thought that was very impressive. But with Skarner, it really helps to have smite and to know your certain occasions on when to use it. And honestly, I can give very good tips, very good props to Alistar for warding that section right there. So, and also, I mean, I'm level 7. I'm tanky enough to be able to take red buff without smite at all. You know, I have no problems clearing my jungle now. At this point, honestly, I'm back to just farming, get my farm up, get my gold, because as you guys saw, I am pushing a solid 2200. So I'm going to be able to go buy some nice stuff. Probably Mercury Trends, Heart of Gold. I don't know if I turned my Philosopher's Stone into anything yet or not. I don't really remember. But we come back for a gank on bottom. Deanna knows they're there. I mean, definitely know they're warded. So I back off. I tell Alistar, like, hey, there's wards there. That's going to enable him to go up and pick up an Oracle or a Vision Ward. I don't remember which one he does, but he starts clearing out wards. So that was very, very good. You know, I'm starting to talk really fast. I feel like one of those professional commentators. But, you know, I will. So let's talk about the build. I'm wasting money. So I pick up my Mercury Trend, still got my Philosopher's Stone. I definitely need to get better on buying stuff. I'm not quick enough. I need to get quicker. Snap. So pick up Heart of Gold, pick up Philosopher's Stone. So that's 2 GP10 items, and I pick up some armor just to be able to deal with Sivir. I definitely probably should have picked up a Null Magic Resistance because that's going to disable Diana. That's going to disable... what's her name, Ari, but I was really on the edge because I knew Sivir was building AD. She always does. Ari was building double Doran's Ring, so I was thinking she was going AP. Diana cooldown reduction and Doran's Ring, so that's gonna definitely be AP. And then what was really on the fence and what really kind of made me go AD was Irelia. I think that's her name. I think her name's Irelia. But I think it's, yeah, Irelia. I'm just going to call her Irelia. If it isn't, oh well, bite me. She was building basically kind of close to the same thing that I was, due to the fact that she had a 1 GP10 item going for another one, the Philosopher's Stone, that what is that? I think it's like the Regrowth Pendant or something like that, built into a Philosopher's Stone. So I was kind of on the edge, but I know a lot of her is based on auto attack. So I decided just to go with with armor defense as opposed to magic defense. Also because Lee Sin is probably going to be AD too. So that was my reasoning behind that. I do end up buying, I think, some magic resistance right here. We get into kind of a little bit of a team fight right there. I single out Ari, run away, trying to get trying to get Aurelie to focus Graves instead, and me basically not just get focused quickly and downed quite fast there. But I pick up a kill, maybe an assist. I don't know what I am right now. Yeah, 4 on 2. I think I pick up an assist right there. The other assist from was Alistar. Got a kill down in bottom lane. But right now, we got basically a 4.5k gold lead, and that is really going to help us out. So, you know, right now I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling like, okay, us as a team, we are playing very well. We are playing very strong, and excuse me, I'm eating rice. You know, rice with soy sauce that my roommate made for me. Holy shit, he just showed up behind me. That scared the crap out of me. That's gonna be tough to commentate while you're here now. But anyways, I know nothing's really happening. We're kind of back to the laning phase. I see Aurelie down in mid lane. We have nobody else top lane. Katarina's back buying stuff. So top lane's kind of on a freeze. I don't know where she's going. And it would really help that, I know, for like future references and stuff like that. So when I play, is maybe start warding their jungle like Alistar did. Because as you saw, that was really a strong turn of events during the game is for me to shut down Lee Sin of that blue. I mean, that gave me blue buff in general, and it shut down him from experience, from gold, and just a lot of stuff happened off of that one event. So here, top lane starts to go up. I come up to try and get a gank on Irelie, but I don't know if she sees me coming or if I was just stupid enough to accidentally peek my head out of the bushes. There, she comes in here. I'm going to run away to have Katarina come help with me. I was hoping she would come through there and we could gank her through the bush, but she wasn't falling for it. So I come back up. Trying to figure out where she was. Looked like she went back to farming on top lane, so I was going to go start doing a little bit of counter jungling, trying and prevent Lee Sin as much as I could from getting some experience. Because, I mean, once you shut down their jungle, you can focus them, feed off of them, and everything works like that. So, I don't really know what Ahri was dashing for right there. That was kind of a little bit of confusing. But headed back to blue buff back up. Of course, I'm going to try and do what I can to steal it once again before the second time. But I see Lee Sin walking around mid lane. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this done before Lee Sin comes over here, but I see Katarina come up and start helping me with it. So there I was extremely grateful because then I knew that we had it. Now, I didn't need blue buff because I already had it. Katarina could only use it for the cooldown reduction, or Alistar, who actually uses mana, could have taken it. That was kind of like a no-brainer choice. And we gave it to Alistar. So Alistar with blue buff is definitely going to be deadly as we run in here. And I see Diana coming through here. Now watch this. I'm going to come, grab Sivir with my ult because that is just a badass ult. Alistar knocks him back towards us and basically they stood no chance whatsoever. Lee Sin starts getting targeted and Katarina comes in with a disgusting double kill with her ult. So we're easily going to be able to take this tower down, and that'll be basically the end of bottom lane. I think it kind of gets frozen. It looked like I was tanking that entire time, so that was definitely good. But that gave me another good chunk of gold as I run back down with 1,300, which was suffice to buy me my frozen heart. And I think that's probably about it, because I think the when I bought it was like 12.75, so I'm probably out of gold now. I don't know. Hell if I know. But that's going to give me mana. That's going to give me armor against... I mean, I probably should have looked at the stat before I bought. I should have definitely probably went magic resistance for Ahri, who's actually doing halfway decently on their team. And Diana. I mean, Sivir doesn't even have a kill yet, so, you know, the reason for armor is probably not there, but oh well. It worked out in the end anyways. I mean, you always want to control your buffs right here. You know, you never want to let the other team have buffs because buffs might be more crucial in early game because they're more suffice. You can actually tell what's going on. I mean, a lot of times blue buff at late game will only really be helpful for the cooldown reduction because you're going to have enough time to spam all the mana that you, like by the mid to late game, you're going to have enough mana to be able to spam your abilities. So blue buff is really probably more for the cooldown reduction. Red buff, you know, red buff I think you can actually use throughout the whole game. It's going to give that slow on that target, and it's going to burn them for a few seconds. So that'll definitely help. I actually don't even remember what's going on here. So, oh, okay, I remember this. All right, so we're seeing something unfold here in mid lane. Cat went back. I didn't really understand why, because there was 3 of them in mid lane. I know Sivir's coming up because of that war down bottom, and I was like, Cat, probably not the best time for you to go back. But she goes back, and next thing you know, she's already back at her inner turret. So it worked out all right. I'm kind of just holding the lane down with Xerath, trying to make sure they don't pull some crazy push. And as you can tell, that he's not the most resistant to Ahri, but he might be able to tank her for a little bit. So right now we're talking, and they're asking me if my ult's up, and I say yeah it is, but I want to let them push a little bit before I dive in with my ult and pull somebody towards me. So we're kind of just sitting back mid lane, and once somebody crosses that patch, I'm going to come in and we're just going to gang bang fuck them, and it's GG no re. So right here I come in, and I don't come in apparently like that, and I grab Ari because she's the one with 2 kills. Pull back Ari, and she's gonna be able to clean that up. After Katarina comes in for a triple kill, and next thing you know, it's a quadra kill. So that was very impressive on Katarina. And her pentakill, she was asking where her pentakill was, and I pinged Aurelia and told her that it was up top, and then they surrender. So that was a very good, very successful first game for me. I'm very happy the outcome, especially since it was my second game with Skarner. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of these ranked matches because I think ranked matches are going to hold a little bit more significance than just regular public matches. But, you never know what happens. Let me know if you enjoyed this. I'm the Prodigy. Love you, heart you, bye.